Whoa, what's good, man? My name is FlemLo Raps, and today I'm chilling with my partner JMIK. JMIK, say what's good, man.
Hey, what's up, FlemLo? So good to be with you today, guys. If you don't know, my name is JMIK58, and FlemLo and I are today. We're just excited to kind of get together, share a little bit with of my audience with his audience, and for FlemLo's subscribers to see a little bit of me. We've got a lot in common with NCAA 14, so I'm just excited to connect with FlemLo today and just share a little bit about ourselves with you guys.
Right. So basically what we're going to do, man, some real fun, real quick. We're going to bounce a couple fun questions off each other real quick, all pertaining to NCAA. And basically we're going to go ahead and jump into it. First order of business. Quick recap of our current dynasty. J-Mike, real quick, man, recap just where you are in your dynasty right now.
My main dynasty, I think I'm like 45 episodes into it right now, just about all the way through the second season. It's with the Texas Longhorns, and first season was pretty exciting. Like, my philosophy, my goal in picking Texas, the reason I picked them was because I wanted to take a team that was loaded with talent, has no problem getting good players, but for some reason they've just struggled to turn that into wins. And I've done different things in the past on my own, trying to build up the nobodies and trying to just make dynasties out of different scenarios, but I'd never actually taken that approach. And so was lucky enough in the first season, despite a loss, was able to lead them to a national championship. And now I'm just trying to take that next step of establishing them as a dynasty, and we're most of the way through the second season. And if you follow closely, if you haven't, then there was a little bit of a shock here a few weeks ago as Texas did fall to Kansas State. And so right now the status of the dynasty is recruiting's going well. We're adding pipelines, but on the field we took a loss at a tough time in the season. And so this year two, the big question right now is whether it's a lost season as far as a national title goes. But as far as my goal goes, I mean, it's moving right along. It's moving a little bit quicker than even I thought it would, as far as being able to say I can just step away and let the computer basically carry on the dynasty. That's kind of my goal with how this is going to end at some point. So a little bit different than your dynasty, though, with UTEP. Explain to the people that haven't watched it yet kind of what your thought and philosophy is behind that and where that's sitting right now.
Okay, so when I started my dynasty, I basically filtered one-star schools, held right, and just let the button go. We landed on UTEP, so we jumped straight in. So we jumped straight into the season, right? I had put the game down for a couple years, so we jumped straight into the season. I came to find out I had a beast running back on my team, Aaron Jones, who essentially carried us for the first two seasons. We actually went undefeated the first year. I mean, we didn't play anybody, but just played our conference games and some other easy games. Undefeated the first season, lost one game the second season. So currently, Aaron Jones actually just went to the league. He won the Heisman twice, and then he dipped out on us, right? So we're a 3-star. We're like, I think we're in week 4 right now. Week 4 right now, man. We actually about to play UCLA, who's ranked number 1. They won national championship last.
You haven't shied away from the big competitions this year, I've noticed so far, man. You don't play the cupcake schedule. You throw yourself right in the gauntlet, that's for sure. So would you say Aaron Jones, has he been your favorite player so far throughout your dynasty, or who's your number one guy?
Aaron Jones is my favorite overall player, but he's not, because he's not currently on my team. Like, my favorite player that's currently on my team is Chris Givens. We call him White Dion, man. Cornerback. Yeah. Look, this dude is a beast, bro. He came in as a true freshman, and I redshirted him. But like 3 games into the season, we were getting torched through the air. I took his red shirt like in the 3rd quarter of a game, and in that game, he caught the game-winning pick. And then he went on to win the Chuck and the Thorpe in his first year without even playing all the game, man. Dude is a beast. So, yeah. So, I mean, like, in your dynasty, like, who's your guy? Who's your favorite player?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. In Texas, it's I'm kind of a defensive guy. I like the guys that, just they're kind of heady. They're the intelligent players that you know, obviously I like skill, but I would say my favorite guy in the Texas Dynasty, and even with the online Dynasty I'm a part of with Penn State, my favorite player in both Dynasties is one of the safeties. And so for the Penn State Dynasty, it's Jordan Lucas, who's a guy that's just incredibly fast. He's actually the fastest D-back and has the highest ratings in coverage, and so I play him actually at corner mostly. If you've watched any of those videos, I think his speed is like 93. I mean, Penn State, this squad doesn't have a lot of speed, so it doesn't take much to be the fastest guy on that defense right now. But as far as the Texas Dynasty goes, Dylan Haynes, the strong safety for Texas, he won the Thorpe for me in my first year, that national championship year. He's a senior right now in year 2. He doesn't have as many picks. He hasn't made as many plays, but you can tell that teams don't throw at him very much, and when they do, it's usually an interception or a knockdown, and he gets in on the run game too. So I think the versatility and just that leadership from guys like that in the secondary that can cover and they can step up kind of like an outside linebacker. So I'd have to say Dylan Haynes is definitely my favorite player in the Texas Dynasty. Yeah, and I mean, just carrying that over into the guys that I kind of bang my head against the wall with, that love-hate relationship. It's funny, as much as I love the safeties, I would say the same answer, or the same, when I think about the guys that frustrate me the most, it's the quarterback position. In both my dynasties, Christian Hackenberg does a great job, but he just struggles to throw that touch pass, especially on vertical routes. And so I've had a lot of underthrown interceptions. And then if you follow my Texas Dynasty, you've seen the struggles I've had with Tyrone Swoops and Gerard Hurd so far. Like, it makes no sense when you look at their ratings. Gerard Hurd is rated higher than Swoops, but he struggles to hit guys that are like 10 yards away from him. Like, he misses by 10 yards. And so it's a definite love-hate relationship with my quarterbacks. I mean, they run a lot. It's a spread option attack with Texas, but just mind-boggling how much they struggle to connect through the air. So yeah, definitely a love-hate relationship there. What about you with UTEP? What guys drive you crazy?
I have to go right back to the safety position, man. Darren Miller, dude came in as an athlete. He could have played any position. He could have played quarterback, running back. He was best at corner, but I use her on the free safety, so I needed him at free. Put this dude at free. He got all the talent in the world, bro, but he will not catch a pick. Like, he has his moments, but majority of the time, I jump the route, he drops the pick, I read the play, get in the backfield, he misses the tackle. Like, he led my team in tackles, but he led my team in missed tackles. Like, so he's that guy.
Well, at least he's in position, I guess.
He's always in position, but he gets no credit for that because I'm playing on him. I just need him to wrap up, you know? And so I'm gonna ask you this. What's playing NCAA 14, period? What's the craziest thing you've seen, like on the field or in the ratings or whatever?
Yeah, well, there's been a few things, and I think the ones that stand out to me, and obviously we see crazy scores and things like that pop up. Actually, I wish I remembered if it was in the Penn State or the Texas Dynasty right now, but UTEP is actually undefeated, like 10-0. And Aaron Jones is one of the, well, it'd have to be, I guess, the Penn State Dynasty, because Aaron Jones is one of the Heisman finalists. Yeah, and I'm just like, well, man, I thought maybe FlemLo was just tearing it up, which you are, but apparently he's got some real skill because the computer's doing it too. Yeah. But I thought that was interesting. I had to throw that in there, but I would say just the amount of close games, especially in the online Dynasty. I mean, like I had a comeback against North Carolina early on in the season of that online Dynasty where I was down, and I had to I think I scored like 3 touchdowns, and I had to get 2-point conversions with every single one just to get back in the game while the North Carolina's driving. And then just a fluke fumble, get recovered, drive down, and kick a field goal as the time expires. And so that was probably the craziest on-field thing. And then in the ratings, I believe right now in the BCS standings of the online Dynasty, there's like 7 teams from the SEC. They're in the top 10. And the top 2 teams, which I don't remember if they're both from the SEC, but they're both like 2 lost teams. There's like a 3 lost team in the top 10, and a lot of these teams are ahead of one loss, and I think even UTEP, who hasn't lost, they're ahead of them with either 2 losses and 3 losses. And so just reminds you how much I don't miss the BCS when it comes to picking the top 2 teams. So so NCAA 14 definitely gets it right there. So pretty crazy things I've seen on the field, crazy things I've seen in the rankings, and then even just some of the stuff that wouldn't expect with UTEP. It's like, I've seen you do it. Well, apparently the computer decided they wanted to do it too. So, but no. What about you? What's some of the most amazing things you've seen so far in your dynasty?
Most amazing things I've seen, man. I'll be honest. I ain't really seen nothing in my dynasty that I haven't seen before. Like the craziest thing I've seen, and I have to go, I guess, full spectrum in just NCAA period, is the the defensive catch rating is crazy, man. Like I remember me and a partner of mine, we used to go through the dynasties. We simulate offense, we just play on the safeties. And I had this beast safety dude, 90 something overall. Dude had an 80 catch. He was a dog. Dropped every pick. My partner had the short, slow guy with a 50 catch. This dude won the Heisman. At the strong safety position, only playing strong safety. That was the craziest thing I've seen. I've only seen it that once. That one guy was amazing. I don't think he dropped one pick his whole career. That's one of the things I kind of love about the game, though. I mean, because the ratings are there, but each player, they kind of seem to take on their own personality, which is kind of what makes these dynasties real fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of thinking beyond our dynasties and just zooming back out and reflecting a little bit on NCAA 14, because the fact is we want to be playing NCAA 16 or NCAA 17. Yeah, I mean, and granted, we're happy we've got a game we can play, and there's still online support. And I guess that's one of my biggest concerns moving forward as we think about what's going to become of this series. Is it ever coming back? And I'm kind of concerned. Hey, I hope they continue to support the online functions of NCAA 14 so we can share rosters fairly easily. So we can still have online dynasties for those of us that still want to do that. But I think the bigger question is whether or not we think NCAA 14 is coming back, and if it is, when's it going to come back, under what circumstances. And I know that you've spent some time, you've put out some nice videos, shared your thoughts on that in the past. And for those that haven't heard, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think we're going to get another NCAA game anytime soon? I mean, what's it going to take for that to happen?
I do. I believe that we will get one. I don't think we're going to get one this year. My theory is that for those of y'all who don't know, EA is hosting their own E3 essentially this year called EA Play. I'm almost positive we will get some type of news from the NCAA series at that event. Whether it's backwards compatibility, whether it's them working on a new game, I don't know exactly what it's going to be. But I think that a dialogue has to begin. You can't have an event like that that's so open to the fans and invite everybody in and not have something prepared, with the NCAA series, because it's going to be asked over and over and over and over. So yeah, I think we're getting it back eventually. Either I'm thinking NCAA 18 is going to be a thing. I'm thinking it's going to drop next year. I don't know. What about you? What you think?
Well, I'm on board with you. I hope that's the case. If the news is backwards compatibility, that doesn't do anything for me because I play on PlayStation. Oh, yeah. I keep hearing that Xbox is what's going to get the backwards compatibility. So I mean, if they figure out how to do it for Sony, but no, I mean, if they can do it on Xbox, then obviously I think the next step would be getting it done on PlayStation. But yeah, I mean, bigger picture, I think. Oh man, I want it to happen. I think it's going to happen. But if I'm being completely honest, I think that we're probably talking. I hate to say this, but I think that it's going to be closer to 10 years than it is going to be 2 years before it happens, just because of all the lawsuits, because of all the licensing. You got to think about the risk that a gaming company is going to take on, like EA. For them to take it on, they've got to know without a doubt that they can include player likenesses, and so the NCAA's got to sort out how are they going to compensate players. There's just so many questions that are unanswered, and a game maker is going to have to really take a risk make the game, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I get
I'll
proven
be
wrong
honest,
tomorrow when we get a new NCAA 14.
I think before it goes 10 years, they would release some type of an update on, even if it's just like a reskin of what we have with like fake players. Like before it would go 10 years, they'll release just like random players, because we ain't gonna do nothing but go into dynasties anyway and have all different teams in a couple seasons anyway. But yeah, I don't think they'll let it go that far. I hope not anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I hope not either. I just oh man, my heart says one thing, but I just you know how this stuff plays out slowly, and companies are careful not to get themselves in a situation like EA found, where they got to pay out large sums of money to settle things like that. So yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right. It's not easy for a man to say that I was wrong, but I hope I get to say I'm wrong on that in the near future. So yeah, we definitely both want to see NCAA 14, but in the meantime we want to see NCAA 17, NCAA 18, but in the meantime we have 14 to play with. And just to as we wrap things up here, from the beginning, like we said, we've kind of connected. We both enjoy watching each other's videos, even though we create. We also are big fans of one another, and I just want to let's just kind of close it out here and share a little bit, just real quick, like what it is that why should my subscribers go watch you, and why should your subscribers come watch me? And I think I can answer that one pretty easily. Whenever I think about guys that I enjoy watching as far as content creators on YouTube, for me, this is a hobby. I mean, it's not a job. It's something I enjoy doing for fun, and I like to just share that with other people. But as I've got some subscribers now, and there's a bit of a community around it, I've started to see like, hey, this is more than just me playing and trying to win. Like, people are entertained by a story, and that's not something that I'm naturally good at, I don't think. And so for me, one thing that I really love about your channel and your videos is that you really know how to come up with ideas that grab the attention of people. You're a good storyteller, like with your Road to Glory series, which we didn't talk about that, but like bringing in the idea, just this hypothetical, what if Allen Iverson went and played football instead of basketball? What would that look like? I mean, that's just an awesome idea. It grabs people's attention, and there's an awesome storyline there that people are interested in. And then even with UTEP, the way that your episodes are set up, it's just not, well, hey, is UTEP going to win today? Like, there's a story to it. You grab characters and you pull them in with Aaron Jones and guys like that. And so for me, like, that kind of inspires me, that encourages me, and like kind of directs me, and so I enjoy that. And yeah, no, absolutely, man. I just admire that, and it kind of pushes me to incorporate that into the stuff that I create. So yeah, if you haven't checked out FlemLo, absolutely go check him out. You'll love his videos. He shares himself in the videos too. You get to see that face cam, and so I think that's pretty cool too. You get to see the way that the emotion of him as he plays live. You get to really see that play out. It feels like you're in the room with him. So yeah, yeah, absolutely, guys, go check him out if you haven't subscribed to his channel.
Yes, sir. And just to kind of throw it back, man, like I say, I've been subscribed to your channel for a good while. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been some months, you know what I'm saying? I always check it out. The main thing, like the main draw that I really, really enjoy, number one, is the consistency. You can always rely on like the same quality. Sound quality is A1. The story quality is A1. Even though you say you're not a good storyteller, bro, you tell a clean story throughout, and you do it from like an announcer perspective. So you're telling it from an announcer perspective, even though you're controlling the team. Like, it's cool, man, and it's from a neutral perspective. Like, I'm real selfish in my videos. Like, yours is
tough to do, man.
Yours is a neutral perspective, so you don't like bag another team. It's all whatever is happening, you're reporting what's happening as it's rolling, man, and that's always cool. Also, the recruiting is A1. Like, check out for my guys, man, because y'all know I'm kind of just willy-nilly with the recruit. I go in, I'm like a gunslinger. This dude's recruiting is A1. Like, it makes sense. He has a plan. He's setting up all the pipelines and going through. So this dude's a technician, bro. So all my subscribers, go check out my boy JMIK58. Links in the description, of course, and he's also on my featured channels and has been for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you.
Absolutely,
I appreciate that. And yeah, I've got to check out the link in my description as well to head over to FlemLo's channel. If you're subscribed to mine, there's no reason you shouldn't be subscribed to him. And you can also check out his channel by going to my featured channels tab as well. So, well, hey, FlemLo, it's been awesome. It's the first time we've connected like this, and it was kind of like chatting it up with an old friend. So I appreciate your time, and I'm looking forward to more great content with you. Maybe we'll have to do this again. You know, you guys let us know. Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video. It's something way out of the ordinary for what you normally get from us, but. You know, we enjoy sharing ourselves, and you get to see the human side a little bit. But you know, we enjoy each other, and so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let us know, like I said, in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't already. So, anything else, FlemLo?
I guess I just go ahead and get an outro, man. We just go ahead and end it, man. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Again, go check out my boy JMIK58. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, maybe we'll do some collaborations in the future, man, because we're pretty much like-minded guys. We both love NCAA, and I know both of our subscribers both love NCAA, even though it's an older game. We try to keep that thing alive on YouTube, man. So go subscribe to my boy. Check him out, bro. We upload super consistently. We keep content on point, you know what I'm saying? Same type of deal. And I guess that's it, man. We're going to holler at y'all next time. One.